What is up, all of my Life with Micah people? um, yeah, I changed the name of the channel. It was just my name, Micah Emmenizer. But Emmenizer is quite difficult to tell somebody. Micah's hard enough, honestly. So, switched it to Life with Micah. But anyway, I hopped on here today because we haven't chatted in a while. I ain't seen you, you ain't seen me. I guess technically I never see you, but you ain't seen me. It's been a little bit. Got married. I did the marriage vlog. I think that's the last thing I did, so it's been a few months. But life is crazy. Marriage is different. Learning life again, so it's an experience. But no, I wanted to hop on here and kind of include y'all in where I'm at and the process. Life with Micah. One of the core visions is to bring you along the journey of my life and to include you in the good, the bad, the ugly, the weird, the what wasn't expected, and all the things. Because I feel like we kind of see people at their success most of the time, and we see them once they've got platform success, positional success, and so we see them in a position, and we're like, I can never achieve that because I'm a mess, or I'm scared, or I'm still learning this or whatever, and so it deters us from getting there, and they tell us, most of them, they're like, you can do it, you can make it, like if I can get here, anybody can get here, but we never saw them at their struggle and their difficulty and their pain and their insecurity and their fear. And so we're like, yeah, you say that, bro, but you don't understand how hard this is. Like, it must have been easy for you, or it must have been different for you, because I just don't feel like I can get there, and it looks like it was easy for you. So I believe that God's going to bless this channel. It's going to be successful, and he's going to do great things with it, and that I'm going to be able to reach a lot of people. And so one of the core intentions of this channel and visions of this channel is I want you to be able to see me in this. One of the big reasons why, or some of the big reasons why I haven't done a video in a while, is because it scares me, and because I'm insecure, and because I'm afraid I'm gonna fail. Like, just being real, like I'm not afraid that this channel will fail. I'm not afraid that that God's gonna fail it. I know he's gonna bless it. I believe he's led me to do it, and so I believe he's gonna bless it. But I'm afraid I'm gonna fail it. I'm afraid that I'll get into it and God's gonna bless it, and then I'll mess it all up. And I'm insecure about who I am sometimes, and where I'm at, and what I have to offer. Because this is a totally different format than what I've done before. Like, I love getting on stage and preaching and teaching and talking and doing whatever, and that's great and fun and easy for me. But this is a whole different thing. I can't see y'all. When I'm on stage, it's like a interaction with the crowd. So point is, this is very different, and it's scary, and there's fears and struggles, and then where do I put it, and how does it work, and all these different things. And so those are a lot of the reasons why I haven't done anything, and I want you to be able to see that. Those of you that are in that struggle right now when I'm recording this, and are having a hard time getting where you're going, and are still, that you can trust God. Like, I know that he's trustworthy, and if I just let go, then I'll be able to do this. Because I didn't want to preach to begin with, and I told him he was crazy when he told me that, and because I was this kid in a corner that didn't talk to anybody, and then being on stage became one of my favorite things to do. So I know that I can trust him, that if he's led me there, then as I step into it in faith, it will become natural. I know that, but I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to know that, know that to the point of acting in this area. And so for those of you that are there now, I want you to be able to join me in that process. I want you to be able to see it, that you're not the only one. And then those who find me after the positional success has happened, I want you to be able to come back to these videos and be like, wow, he didn't post for like 4 months. Yeah, part of it because he was just got married, but another part of it was because he was just scared, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to do this, even though he knew it was what God told him to do. And these things that I did, like 100, I think it was 117 days of getting out of bed with Micah, and got out of bed one time at the the time that I was trying to get out of bed. Like all these things where I disappeared for months and didn't post stuff, and then was like, I'm back, and then disappeared again. Like, I want you to be able to go back and see those things, and yes, I will get there, and yes, I will achieve positional success, and I'll be able to speak in people's lives and do these things, and you may discover me when I'm doing that. And when it looks like I've gotten through the worst of it, I'll still be dealing with these things, just in different ways. That's one of the things I've learned, is you don't necessarily ever get away from dealing with humanity when you're human. It just takes on different shapes. You conquer it in an area, and it shows up in another area. But it'll look different, and it'll look like I don't deal with these things, and I want you to be able to come and see this process. You know, that's why I do these things. That's why I get on here and I tell you about how much I'm failing, is because I want you to know that you're not alone in the struggle. I want you to know that the process is a process, and that you don't have to have it all figured out. I keep trying to convince myself of that. Cheyenne, wifey, tries to convince me of that I don't have to be perfect out the gate. But it's hard. You know, we expect a lot out of ourselves. It's challenging, it's difficult, but it is worth it. Everything I've ever stepped out in and trusted God in has been worth it, and it's become favorite parts of my life. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't want to ramble on for too long. I could talk forever, but in theory, I will be making more videos. And I'll definitely be making more videos. How quickly I'll get on top of doing it is yet to be determined. But I will make more videos, and so I don't have to talk forever in this one. I think I'm kind of developing a system to where I'm going to be able to do this more actively. I have an amazing wife who I was stressed out, and we sat down, and she's like, all right, here's your stressors, and here's ways that we can kind of help this. And one of it was, I now have time designated that I am working. I treat YouTube like a job, and I'm working in that designated time. Went and got me a desk and a chair. So yeah, wifey, great stuff. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to talk forever. But yeah, just want to hop on here, tell you where I'm at, kind of encourage you, hopefully a little bit, at least talk about how hard life is and my struggles, and maybe they'll resonate with you, and you'll see yourself in my pain or my difficulty or my failure, and then we can achieve success together. I'm not going to spend forever trying to define this success because I want to, but anyway, just know that I love you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you for being here. Comment, talk, love to chat with you. Whatever, yeah, love you. Jesus loves you more than you realize. And I pray that you will come to realize more and more. So yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time, toodaloo.